What's up, everybody? Here I am doing a vlog style video. Said I wouldn't do it, but here we are. We're in my basement at my workbench here. So I'm pretty lackadaisical. I'm pretty lackadaisical when it comes to coming home and taking care of my climbing stuff, my hiking stuff. I should really put it away a lot sooner than I do. It's been a day since we did the last hike that we did, which you saw more like a climb in the last video. And it was rainy and wet, and I was tired when I got home, like I usually am when I do something like that. And I just kind of leave my stuff in the pack. But that was a horrible idea because I have a 90 meter, 300-foot climbing rope that probably got wet and dirty, and I just stuffed back into the pack because we were hanging off the side of a cliff and I needed to get down. So I'm going to get that out and show you how I wrap it up and check it and make sure that there's no nicks or burrs or cuts in it, anything like that. And just explain a little bit about the last video and what videos are going to be like moving forward. So we're just going to do this video here in my garage, simple and easy. First, at the top, so the Eaglet is actually the name of this cliff, this well-known climbing cliff that's up in Franconia Notch, up like kind of down off of the ridge. Jackson, over there, Papa. Jack, stop. Go over there. So it's up on the ridge kind of Lafayette and Franconia Ridge. It's down off of it. If you've gone through Franconia Notch, you've seen it. It's up on the right. Eagle Cliff is the big one, and then lower, actually further north, but lower is the Eaglet. Now, from what I gather, the Eaglet is the cliff, and on the Eaglet are different routes, which are also named, which I don't know the names of. I do, but I don't know. And I'm not taking anything away from the climbers who originally climbed that, because it's crazy. You see the video. If you haven't seen it, look back at the last video, and some of those routes, some of those problems that are up there are pretty crazy, and I can't wait to get back there in dry weather and actually try it for myself. But I'm not taking anything away from the climbers who originally named it and who originally put that gear there and those trails. We are grateful that they had those trails there, because we would have bushwhacked up there. So the peak is not officially named. If you go on the USGS, the Geological Surveying website, that peak is not named. So it is open to be named Wolfpack if need be. Out of respect, I may not do that. However, that is something that I aspire to do, and I'm not going to change what I want to do just because some people have opinions about it. So what we're going to be doing moving on in videos, I'm going to be doing a little bit more of a vlog style. Apparently the music is too loud, is too much. Where I was trying to go with my videos was more of a movie video clip style video, if you know what I mean, with music and scenery, rather than me talking and doing a vlog style video. I don't know, I would rather see, I personally would rather see that. If people would rather see, hear me talking and hear nature and all that, feel free to comment down below and let me know. That's where I'm going to try to head a little bit. I'm going to try to move things in that direction so that I can upload a little more frequently and be able to move the YouTube channel along a little bit, because if I'm not striving to get more subscribers, then what am I really doing? Sorry, but my central air is going to turn on in a second, probably be loud. So I'm going to get to it. This was the strap. If you watch the video from before, you'll see how I had to climb up. The rock was like It was like sandstone. It's like limestone. I'm not sure what kind of stone it is, what you call it, but it's really brittle and it falls apart really easy. So the handholds and everything for my cousin and my friend, who are a little larger than I am, way more than I do, that rock was just falling and breaking apart, and it was slippery and it was extremely dangerous. So I, being lighter, scampered up it as quick as I could, and I could even see it giving way as I was pulling on those handholds. So I got up to the top of the slide and tied myself off to a tree with my tie-offs, my 10mm tie-offs, and then got my gear out and threw the rope down, and we were able to, each one of us, get up, and it made for a pretty exciting adventure. So if you haven't seen that video, make sure you go back and watch it. It's the last one we just uploaded, climbing the steepest trail in the White Mountains. And that's what we kind of want to do, is turn the video into doing dangerous and adventurous stuff rather than doing the same mountains and same peaks and same trails that 1,000 and a million other people have done. We want to go off-grid, off-trail, backcountry, and hit some slides straight up. Rather than do 30 miles, we want to go straight up and find slides and big cliffs and ledges and faces and conquer them. And I think that'll make for some extremely good content. So if you haven't yet, please subscribe and get ready for more content like that. I'm going to take my rope out, and this is how I do it. My shoes get a little wet here in the edge of my pack. I had to use this pack because my rope is so big. I needed something that was pretty much waterproof, but could also hold my stuff and was comfortable. So I put my shoes in the front of it. They got a little wet, as you can see. These, if you haven't seen a video, I have a video in the past of my shoes. These are 510 approach shoes. They have a sole to them, a traction sole, but then they also have a smearing toe for climbing, and I just use them strictly for climbing. And they have laces and are well thick and padded. More of a shoe rather than a climbing shoe in the back, and then in the front they're a climbing shoe. So I love these shoes. I did not take them out in the last one though, because in the wet they're just like ice skates. So here we go. I haven't even looked at this rope. My fiance got me this rope. Oh, here's the end of it. And she's a little dirty, which I kind of like, you know, give it some character. Anyways, it's a Black Diamond 9.9, 60 meter actually. 60 meters, so what is this, like how is that, 240 feet, 280 feet, something like that. So we're gonna find both ends. It's wicked long. I wish I could cut this thing in half. If anybody knows, I actually know where to do it. Hi, Bubba, my dog here. If anybody knows how to cut a rope, you'll know. It's like you cut a rope with heat, so it's like a hot knife, a hot razor, and it melts it as it cuts through so it doesn't fray. So I need both ends. Where the hell is the other end? Here it is. So I'm going to hope and pray that this doesn't get tangled. Actually, I'm going to go through the whole thing so that it's not tangled, and just check it all first. This could take a while. Okay, now that's how much I procrastinate. I had to take a shower in between before I got this done. So this is how I do it. I take two ends like this, I find the two ends, work my way in. One hand like this, arm length, behind my neck, arm length down, keep them tight so everything is nice and symmetrical, and round. And you're checking the rope as you're doing it. Around your neck. Looping, swooping, and pulling. You loop, you swoop, you pull. Comment below what movie that's from. tight. Wrap it around and pull it through the middle. There it is. Ready to go for next time. Alright, so that's going to do it for tonight. The dog is ready to go. I am going to call it a night. Leave my shoes there to dry out. And remember to always put your gear away as soon as you get home in your gear section of your house. As I very rarely do. I usually wait 2 or 3 days. Don't do as I do. Put it away when you should. That way it's not wet and stinky and gross when you go to get it out. If you haven't yet, please subscribe, comment down below, like, share. We'll see you next time. Come on, Jax.